and broken with age. The lines on my face make a well-written page. I'm weaving a story, it's sad and it's true, of women and whiskey and what they can do. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women, they'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. Cigarettes and whiskey and wild, wild women, they'll drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane.
Hello, this is the Whiskey Hound,
And I am Drunk Fox.
and today we will be reviewing Jameson's Irish Whiskey. Tasty, 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 and we're drinking it right now.
Damn straight. Alright, let's see here. Before we start, let's look at some technical stuff. Jameson's founded in 1780. Turn your phone off, man.
Fucking text message.
Alright, it's a triple distilled, aged in oak barrels for at least 3 years. Irish whiskey often goes triple to quadruple that time, but at least 3 minimum. The bottle didn't say.
So we're going to assume at least 3.
Yeah, at least 3. They use malted and unmalted barley when they distill this stuff. Great stuff. Color-wise, a medium light amber, really light.
Very translucent. It's not like Jack Daniels where you put the shot glass up to the light and go, it's a black hole.
No, not at all. You see your fingers on the other side of the shot glass easy. Bouquet aroma. Got a peat smell, common in all Irish whiskeys.
Very common. There's a very woody smell. We said cedar, but your nose is different than ours, I'm sure, because if it's not, that would be weird. There's some subtle flowers in the smell of it. Coconut shell is prominent in it. I don't know if many of you go out and sniff coconut shells, but apparently we here at the Whiskey Hound do.
Won't judge.
We don't judge. The taste is semi-sweet. It's not overly sour. The taste of the whiskey itself is not overbearing, and thus you can mix it very well. And we'll discuss that later. Ice melting does not degrade the taste, and it smooths out the bite.
A very smooth drink in general.
The bite is medium low. This isn't going to hurt you. You're not going to feel like something bit you after you do a shot of it.
Yeah, you don't really make a funny face when you drink this stuff. You know what I'm talking about when you make funny face when you drink whiskey.
There's a small warm sensation with it. It's not burning, and it's not vicious. And it's not a thick liquor.
Yeah, not viscous or vicious. Vicious, viscous. It's none of those things.
With mixed drinks, we're going first things first, the Irish Car Bomb, one of my favorites. Jameson's, Bailey's, and Guinness.
Completely delicious, man. Irish Car Bomb. Too easy to drink. Be careful. Take it from me. Be careful.
The IRA cocktail, which is the Irish Car Bomb without the beer. Thus, you don't get full as fast. Thus, you can drink more. Yes, you can. I promise.
We also say sodas, light or dark. Do colas like Coke or Dr. Pepper. You can go with ginger ale. You can go with lemon lime sodas. Maybe even soda water if you just want to add some fizz. Let's see. Oh, definitely do H2O because,
That's water for you non-science major people.
Goes good in coffee.
Anything you would mix brandy in, you can mix this in with. We had a drink we came up with. It's a little weird. It's East meets West, jasmine tea, plus Jameson's Irish whiskey. About a shot and a half to taste. On the front end of the taste, you get whiskey. You will, and it's there. But after that second part of your taste, the smoothness of the Jameson mixes very well with the flavor of the jasmine.
Yeah, you still get the jasmine taste. It just comes in on the back.
Speaking of tea, we also tried English breakfast tea. I know for some of our listeners out there, English meets Irish is not acceptable. I understand, but it tastes very good. It's a good breakfast drink, but you need to stir it.
Yes, do stir, because it settles really, really prominently. So if you're not stirring it, you're going to be drinking tea, and then you're going to be drinking whiskey. And
Tea-flavored whiskey.
Honestly, I don't see the problem with that. But if you stir it, it's going to be a lot tastier.
For foods, we have a medium light fish, light meats, pink and white are very good. Sweet chocolate, you don't want something bitter with it.
All kinds of poultry.
Poultry, yes.
I do poultry.
Game.
Venison, quail, definitely turkey, chicken, anything white in general.
Lamb would be very good with it. Corned beef and cabbage, very good. Bangers and mash. You don't want to go any darker than corned beef. If you would drink white wine, like a drier white wine, with your meat,
like a Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, you can substitute Jamesons. I know you guys have girlfriends or
you got a wino lady and you don't really like wine. Here is your white wine substitute, in our opinion.
It's very good. And for tobacco, we said
Dunhill cigars, like a light cigar. It's real tight, so it's not real smoky, not too dark. A real aromatic pipe tobacco, not really dry or harsh. Cigarettes, Turkish tobacco cigarettes, I think really good. A really gentle shisha, hookah expert guy.
Floral shisha is great for this. Some of the lighter fruits like berries are great. You don't want to go with apple. Apple's a little too strong. If you mix your shisha, I recommend with this a vanilla pomegranate, you would say, but Whiskey Hound, you said nothing harsh. The vanilla cuts out some of that harshness and makes it sweeter. Perfect for the whiskey. You want flavors in your tobacco that are subtle and smooth.
And Drunk Fox recommends a rose hookah. If you're doing hookah, I suggest going with a rose. But I'm a slightly effeminate fella, so...
Now, there are two types of people that listen to this podcast. There are those people who truly love whiskey, that very much enjoyed everything up to this point. For the rest of you, the drinkers, and by drinkers, I mean partiers, if you like to party, which I'm sure most of you do, we have some recommendations for this. We say small gathering, 1 to 6 people. Sipping, not heavy drinking.
Unless you're doing the ICBs, and then toss them back.
ICB, IRA cocktail, that is a get drunk tonight, wake up next to someone you don't know
Get drunk
kind.
in the next 20 minutes.
But if you're going to be drinking it, be doing something. Pool or poker are great things to do.
Although, it's not bad for a sit and chat drink either.
It's very good for a sit and chat
If
drink.
you go on the rocks, it's a good sit and chat drink.
You want relaxing games and activities, not rowdy. You don't want to be running around unless you're doing Irish car bombs or IRA cocktails, because then you're going to dance, sing, and fight. Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah, I fought with a steel fold-up chair, actually, first time I had ICBs. I lost, in fact, but...
It was awesome.
Environment, we suggest, weather-wise, not too cold. The whiskey does not have a lot of warmth. Doesn't have a lot of burn at all. So kind of a spring or fall sort of conditions if you're going to be outside. A little breeze will be fine. Summer nights, nighttime in the summer, real good.
If you're on vacation at the beach, I recommend 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock taking a bottle of this out to the beach with you and whoever you're out there with. Cigars, a pipe, some good cigarettes if you can buy good cigarettes. It's the wind coming in will cool you from the amount of warmth that this has. You won't be overheated and it'll feel really nice.
And also at breakfast time on your vacation, this would be great, like we said, in the coffee and the tea, whether it be herbal or black tea. It's a good morning drink, but not really midday at lunch.
The teas would not mix well at lunch. Maybe around 3 o'clock in the afternoon if you're getting a little tired and you want that caffeine with the coffee or the tea, that would be great. I mean, I don't need an excuse to drink on my vacations. You shouldn't either. Good for smoky places, but not overly smoky. You can smoke with it. We recommend it because we do. But you don't want to be in a cloud of nasty, nasty smoke. Giant clouds of really strong cigar smoke will clash with the flavor of the whiskey.
It also cut out all that smoke would cut out a lot of the really nice aroma that Jameson's has. It's got a really nice smell, and I like to keep that personally.
It's true, it's true. For music, I went to the Irish music first and foremost. The Wolf Tones, some Renaissance Fair music, good stuff. You go with
traditional.
Very traditional if you're going to go with Irish music. You're pushing it with Dropkick Murphy. Love them to death, but it's a little harder than what this really needs. Easy listening is great, and classic rock. We're talking about Led Zeppelin here, Cream, The Stones, Queen, The Beatles. Older Ozzy, his new stuff is good, but doesn't fit this. He says jazz. I don't like jazz.
Yes, if you like jazz, this will be a great jazz/blues drink.
What you want is either something with important lyrics or no lyrics at all. Focus on what they say, or focus on the melody.
Movie-wise, for you movie watchers, we think it goes great with indie-style films. So if you think Quentin Tarantino, just not Kill Bill.
Not Kill Bill.
Not Kill Bill. The Untouchables and Goodfellas for the mobster movies. Not so much The Godfather.
Or Scarface.
Not
or
Scarface. Godfather and Scarface, a little too hard, a little too gory.
You don't want to be drinking this and see a horse head, alright? That's what I'm saying here.
In general, medium to low action, a really thick plot with a lot of dialogue.
Dialogue is very important with this.
Yeah, also suggest Indiana Jones.
The first three, not that last one, it was fucking retarded.
And of course, if you aren't already yelling this at your computer screen, James Bond.
I recommend it for all of them. Every single one. Not just Sean Connery. I know he's the only true Bond, but Roger Moore and whatever that new guy's name is, he's good for it too.
He's alright. Pierce Brosnan wasn't bad.
I liked Pierce Brosnan.
I like Pierce Brosnan.
I liked Halle Berry, let's be honest here.
Well, yeah.
This is very easy to drink. We're drinking it right now. We're almost done, and it's only been about 10 minutes now. It's hard to put down. See the aforementioned statement about almost done. It's a great starter drink for any drinker.
If you know somebody that likes to drink and would like to drink with you, but doesn't do whiskey, but they like, say, vodka, they like tequila, they like malt liquors, they like cocktails, this is gentle enough and smooth enough that any drinker can handle it, and it's delicious enough, trust me, delicious, that, I mean, it's you can't deny it. It is undeniable. Tink, tink.
Tink, tink. This drink is great for chill nights, unwinding after work, or before work, depending on the person, and great with any meal for your vacation. Any one of them. Invent a meal. Just drink it. I don't care. A couple end notes here. The song that came at the beginning and the end of this is "Cigarettes and Whiskey and Wild Wild Women," sung by the Rakish Rogues from the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair.
Shout outs.
They are great singers. They change every few years, so be aware of that.
They're hysterical.
They are funny as hell. Watch them on YouTube. Look for us on YouTube under the Whiskey Hound. Look for us on Twitter. Look for us on Facebook. Blogspot. If you have questions, post them on there. We will take them. We will compile them.
Post them anywhere. We'll check it all. Post them anywhere.
We have nothing better to do, honestly.
He said that, not me.
Well, other than drinking, nothing better to do. If you ask us questions every Wednesday, we will go back and review those questions. If you ask more questions than we can answer on Wednesday, we will do another YouTube video. You will get to watch us drink what you're asking us questions about. You'll get to see what we look like. It's not that impressive, but you'll get to see us.
Whatever, I'm impressive. Follow-up videos on YouTube.
On Wednesdays.
The Whiskey Hound every Wednesday.
Look
for it. Subscribe.
Remember that this drink is pricey. $24 at the local liquor store here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's going to be different where you are, but that's close.
Speaking of the price, I find this is a really great gift. If you want to give a drinker a gift, a whiskey drinker especially, but any drinker in general, this is pricey enough that it will mean something. It'll be special, but it's not so pricey that it's going to break your bank. You can afford to give this as a gift, most likely. I mean, I'm not assuming anything about your income. I've been on both sides of that.
Cheers. Remember, if you're going to drink, drink responsibly. If you're going to get drunk, don't drive. Always have a DD. If you have any questions at all, I'm single, he's not. But feel free to contact us. We love whiskey. We love talking about whiskey.
We love people.
And we love people. And we will continue to do so whether you listen to us or not. Have a great day.
He's the Whiskey Hound.
And that's Drunk Fox.
I am Drunk Fox.
Goodbye.
See you next week.
See you next week.
They'll ride on the cross at the head of my grave. For